Now when you're coming up to the monorail, the 5-legged goat's gonna be right there.
I just got into the bourbon glaze with the bacon.
We're winging it.
$500.
What? No!
We're currently at Disney Springs. There's a tornado warning right now. The people are still here. We have a lot to do today. We're gonna review the new Gideon's cookies. We're gonna be going to Wilderness Lodge and kind of like doing the monorail loop and seeing some of the Christmas decorations. And then, as I've been asking, I'm gonna show you guys all the Christmas decorations that are in the office. Let's hope we make it that far and we don't get swept away in this tornado.
Okay, we're here, and yes, there still is a giant line.
Okay, we're so close now. We got our Gideon's cookies. We went over to the boathouse. They kind of have a little holiday overlay. I went to get my, my standard, the filet sliders with maitre d' butter and truffle fries with a side of mac and cheese. This is a bad storm that we are stuck in right now. My bag got so wet that my cookies fell through the bag.
My umbrella has broken.
This is currently what we're dealing with, with the umbrella. It's a pretty bad storm happening right now. We're covered now, but we're going to the Columbia store. I want to see the new Star Wars merchandise that they have. So this is going to be the Defenders of Justice. Get ready for special edition gear inspired by the heroic Jedi upholding peace and justice throughout the galaxy. This is $140. This is kind of like a heavier hoodie. Got a little bit of fuzziness on the inside, but there's a little shot of the back. If you're going into the frozen tundra or Hoth, this is $500 for this Star Wars jacket. This sucker's thick. It is gold on the inside. Looks like they skinned Chewbacca or something. Yeah, this is like if you're like climbing Mount Everest or something. So the standard person I don't think is going to be using or buying this jacket. A blue one over here. Again, there's lots of pockets. It's also going to be gold on the inside. Again, the nice furry hood. These have some heft to it. If you're in the market for it, they're here for $500.
Okay, little timeout. We're back at the office. Before we go off to the Disney resort, it was just raining too much. So here's a little look at this month's menu. There's no backstory behind the little witch, but this is Natalia, the Christmas witch. So we got 2 cookies they've brought back. These are some of the OG cookies. The Krampus cookie, the darkest chocolate with a blast of cooling Andes mints. Very rich and very heavy dark chocolate. Then you get the little Andes mint in there. Gives you that little minty coolness. This is just a lot. You're gonna need like multiple bottles of water or like a gallon of milk to get through this cookie because it's just so rich and decadent. I'm gonna do like an 8.5 on the Krampus cookie. You got the Crisp Kringle, a complex flavored white chocolate coffee bean cookie. Very impactful vanilla bean flavor that goes on in your mouth underneath that cookie. That cookie's a 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
That's something you want to have like when you wake up in the morning. You want the Crisp Kringle cookie. And then in the evening, you want to kind of end it with the Krampus. I always love these holiday cookies. Let me go change and we're going to go off to Wilderness Lodge.
This way you go to Artist Point. That's the character dining with Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs of the Evil Queen. But here's the Territory Lounge. We open from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. So 6 hours. There's a giant map and it says the Territory Lounge.
The drink that I got is the Orange Spice Sangria, Michelle Cabernet Sauvignon, Orangeria Liqueur, Apple Cider, the house-made spiced orange syrup. Ooh, there's like a spicy kick to it. It just tastes like apple cider and red wine. And you get a really fall, potent kind of a cinnamon, that apple spiced orange in there. After the first sip, you get kind of like used to it, and it's nice, wonderful. It's like fall and citrus and like fruity. So I'm gonna do a 9 out of 10 on the wine. And then Allison got the Northwood Bullet Rye Whiskey, house-made rosemary syrup with citrus juices and maple. Not too potent with the whiskey in there. You definitely get the rosemary and the maple. I'd do like an 8 out of 10. Now we got appetizers. These look perfect. You want something visually appealing, right? When you're paying these prices, and this looks amazing. We've gotten charcuterie boards here on Disney property and other sorts of bacon. It just doesn't look good visually. This looks like picture perfect, as if Disney's like taking a photo of it for promotion. I got the bacon on the wire. It's gonna be candied bacon. It's gonna come with deviled egg with a bourbon drizzle on the side. And the eggs, it looks like orange and bacon and some sort of little shrimp. A big bacon, guys, so I got high hopes. Very thick and very chewy. It's spiced almost like jerky. It's not very sweet.
We got the rundown. This is like dried, I think, candied salmon. This is spicy jerky and then calamari. And she was saying the whole process for the bacon takes 7 days.
Let's try the spicy jerky. It's like a sweeter spice, but now it's hitting me. Okay, I think spicy. And surprisingly, the jerky is more tender than the bacon is. This is some good jerky. That's pretty spicy. She says it's calamari, very fishy calamari. Normally calamari, you don't get too much fishiness with it. That's a very fishy, squiddy calamari. Game changer. I just got into the bourbon glaze with the bacon. Now the bacon, I thought was fine. Take the bacon, dip it in the glaze. It's a very strong, smoky bourbon glaze. You actually like taste the bourbon in there. That's wonderful. I don't think it's for everyone. I think it's got a kind of a more unique taste palette profile. If you don't like bourbon, you're not gonna like it at all. Once you start dipping it in that like bourbon glaze maple sauce, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
I think it's worth $25, and that's hard for me to say here on property, right? I think this experience was amazing. Great little atmosphere, fits in with the theming. Presentation, 10 out of 10. Menu and the taste fit with the Wilderness Lodge theming, so you feel like immersed in the world of the Wilderness Lodge. Allison got artisan cheese and charcuterie. I didn't have any charcuterie, but Allison,
How was your little charcuterie?
That was really good. That was in my top 5 charcuterie boards I've ever had.
World's best server right here.
Hello,
How are you
it's
doing?
me. Catch me at the Territory Lounge. It's my first day today. We're winging it.
Territory Lounge, such a great experience. Now it is time to hop on the little boat, and we're gonna go over to what, the Contemporary or the Polynesian first, or we're gonna do the little monorail loop then of all the Christmas stuff. Time to head off to the other Disney resorts.
There's a line building up right now for the boat. All right, we're hopping on the boat now.
We have made it to Magic Kingdom. We're not going to Magic Kingdom.
It's a Christmas party, and then every single Christmas party ticket is sold out. But we're gonna take the walkway all the way to the Contemporary. All right, a couple minutes later, we've made it to the world's largest toaster, the Contemporary Resort. All right, so it says Cinderella's Gingerbread Castle on the 4th floor. It always blows my mind how many ingredients are used to make this gingerbread house. It says there's 611 pounds of sugar. Oh my gosh, 511 eggs. Right next door, you can actually buy some of the gingerbread.
So they're saying that each one of the gingerbread shingles, it's a different recipe for each resort. So this one has honey in it. You can really smell the honey in it. And then the one at the Grand is a little different. It's a different recipe. That one has like dark chocolate, I think molasses in it. But let's see how this is. Oh, it's so soft. It's a cloud of gingerbread. So they made a cookie that I never thought they would make. They kind of have a little mascot here at Contemporary. It's the 5-legged goat.
Now when you're coming up to the monorail, the 5-legged goat's gonna be right there at the top.
And you're probably wondering, why does a goat have 5 legs on the mural here at the Contemporary? Well, Mary Blair, she put it in a little mural to show that all humans make mistakes, even in their art. So I always thought that's a nice little behind-the-scenes thing Mary Blair put in there. So it's really cool that, you know, they made a cookie of the little 5-legged goat. Oh my God. It's like a homemade sugar cookie. The sugar cookie and the gingerbread little shingle will both do 8 out of 10. They're very good.
Just like a giant chunk of the ceiling. What's going on over there? We're waiting for the monorail. Alright, we've now made it to the Grand Floridian. There's nothing better than this view. Giant gingerbread house that they build. There's an actual store inside there. That's where we're gonna purchase the little treats from.
Now, my perfect like heaven Christmas moment, right, is getting off the monorail, overlooking the lobby of the Grand Floridian, seeing that gingerbread house, and hearing the Grand Floridian band. That was such a magical thing to hear that live band playing the Christmas music and Disney songs, but they're no longer here, so it's not as Christmassy as it used to be, but I'm still excited.
And every year they do kind of save some of those chocolate sculptures, but this Santa always just kind of looks like pissed off and judgmental. Let's read the ingredient list. It says 1,500 pounds of honey, 140 pints of egg white, 600 pounds of powdered sugar, 700 pounds of chocolate, 800 pounds of flour, 35 pounds of spices, tons of creativity, Disney magic, and pixie dust. Walked outside and they have the Christmas fireworks going on.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
got the other gingerbread shingle. We're gonna eat it later. We'll go back to the office. Okay, guys, we are back at home. We did a little bit of a time jump. I did review the gingerbread shingle. It's a little different than the contemporary one. It's got dark chocolate on the bottom. I actually prefer this one a little better. I think I'm gonna do like a 9 out of 10 on this little gingerbread shingle. You guys have been asking for the tour of the office kind of throughout the seasons. I kind of decorate it to the seasons. So we're doing a full rundown so you guys can see what's going on in the back.
Okay, let's start down here. We got Michael Scott when he's a little classy Santa. We have the Life Day orb here. We put a little Ordinary Adventure sticker on it. It's a figure of Stripe and Gizmo from Gremlins. This is based on like a newspaper promotion that they did back when the movie came out during Christmas time, because Gremlins is a Christmas movie. We have the Earl the Squirrel plush. I always love visiting Disneyland during the Christmas time, so we put the Disneyland castle here. Fall time is Call of Duty time, so we have some like Call of Duty pops. Kevin McAllister when he's buying his toothbrush. We have a little plush holiday Grogu. We have Chewbacca in his little Life Day attire. Since Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie and a Halloween movie, we got the Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket. I got Jack and Sally to sign this while I was in Disneyland. It wouldn't be the holidays without the Coca-Cola bear, right? And we got some VHSs down here for Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2, because yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Don't try to change my mind. We have Olaf, right? Because there's so many different holiday specials. For Frozen, we have the Grinch and Max. The Grinch is just so happy to be on the shelf because behind them they have to air their grievances because there's a little Festivus pole right behind the Grinch and Max. So we'll put them right there. Now, growing up, Alice and I would have watched these movies so many times during the holidays. Some of our favorite holiday films: Home Alone 1 and 2, Jingle All the Way, The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, and then you can't forget about The Christmas Story. Then up here, we had the Ghostbusters. Now, the Ghostbusters, yes, does technically kind of take place during the holidays. I just really like the setup, so that's why I kept it. They would have put this like ceramic Santa Yoda on top as if he's like climbing out of the chimney. There's a little shot of Yoda. We have SpongeBob and Patrick and their little holiday forms. We got the Pizza Planet alien dressed up as a Santa Claus. This is my advent calendar. Here's Hans Gruber. Today is the 20th, so we gotta put him down here. Slowly falls off Nakatomi Tower. When he lands, it's Christmas time. Now the fall time is also flu season, so we have Ron Swanson when he gets sick. We have the Christmas Story leg. It moves a little bit. Then we have Jack and Sally. And up here, we got the Die Hard Funko Pops. Then we have Papa Elf, and then we have Tim Allen Santa Claus. This is based on the VHS cover when he's wearing the Christmas lights in his little red pajamas. And then we have Buddy the Elf and Jovi from Elf. Now, Jingle All the Way is one of my favorite holiday films, right? So we have the Jingle All the Way Funko Pops. Fantasmic just opened recently, so we put the Maleficent Dragon right here. And then we have the Wet Bandits, and then Kevin McAllister right there from Home Alone. And then the Guardians of the Galaxy just had a holiday special, which was really good. So we got the Star-Lord Christmas Pop. And it wouldn't be the holidays without Harry Potter, right? So we have Hogwarts right here. Over here we have Gizmo with 3D glasses because Gremlins is a Christmas movie. We have Forky, the mascot of Trashmas. And then we have Deadpool with a Thanksgiving turkey. And then the Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, right next to Dwight when he dresses up as Belschnickel. And then one of the best things I've ever purchased in my entire life, the neon sign of the one, the only Earl the Squirrel.
Now, I hope you guys enjoyed my little tour of the office. I always love like putting little things in the background. So every season and then kind of every week I kind of rearrange and add new things. But we are officially back. Alice and I were in New York for the past couple days, so that's why there really hasn't been a video. But so the next video will be our New York trip. So the rest of Trashmas will continue since we are back in Florida. I'm sorry this little video is kind of all over the place. I hope you guys enjoyed it, kind of. It's not my finest work. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things holidays and Christmas around the Florida theme park. All right, guys, I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
We're winging it.
And I'm pretty sure this thing's broken.